phase 5 of how I would rank a stump grinder in Portland, Oregon. So what we're going to see here on the home page is we got an image in the hero section. We're just going to continue to add more and more schema, more content to our pages from the other phases that we've gone through. We can see that we got local business, professional service, we got the name, we've got now in our schema, the areas we serve, we've started to link to their Google Knowledge Graph IDs, and we've also started to link to their Wikipedia links and the Wikidata links. And this is going to tell Google, hey, the areas we serve are in relation to these other 3 links. These links you already know a lot about. These are already in your knowledge graph, your link graph. So when Google comes to crawl the page and it sees that URL and it sees sameAs or area served, it knows, okay, this thing I already know about, that's the area they serve. Then also what we started to do is we started to add some sameAs schema. Now for the sameAs schema, what we're doing is we're telling Google, hey, all of these social profiles that we have, these profiles are ours. And so what it can do is once it goes and sees the information on those social profiles, it can then relate that back to us and know, okay, hey, this is an actual business. They've got all of this information. They've got all these social profiles. These are all in relation to this specific business. It can start building out its knowledge graph and can start building out its link tree around us. In phase 5, what I like to do is I like to start building out more and more information about the founder, the owner, right? As we can see here, I've named him Marcus Aurelius, and we've put his title. We've also put a little bit of a ISA certified arborist, right? We're telling Google, hey, we're certified in this. This is the main thing that we do. This is the service we offer. And so we also say, hey, it works for this business. We've got the image schema in here. We've got the description. We're telling Google we're certified. We're serving Portland, Oregon Metro. We do stump grinding jobs personally. Then we're also telling it what we knows about. We've got some sameAs. So now we had sameAs for the business, right? For the business social profiles. But now we also need sameAs for the owner's personal profiles. We're also going to go into the credentials of the owner in the schema so Google knows that we went to school, we have these certifications, what these certifications are recognized by, we can see here. And we're just going to keep feeding Google more and more information about us. So we can see here, type, educational, occupational, credential. We got a license, Oregon landscape contract license. So the type, government organization, name, and then we also got a URL to the organization that we got this license from. We're also going to tell Google, hey, this owner is a member of this organization. This organization's name is the International Society of Arboriculture. And we also have a URL. Then we also have a sameAs. And when we go here and we click this and we go this sameAs, we can see that Google already has this Wikipedia page and knows everything about, Google already knows about this society. What we're also going to tell Google is where we graduated from. We graduated from College Oregon University. We're also going to give a link to it right now. We're also going to tell Google, hey, what language we know. We're going to tell them what we know about. So these stump grinding, arborists, trees, and all this Wikipedia data. Okay, so that's that. And that's just on the home page. We're going to start adding more FAQ to the home page. We're just going to include more about us. What areas do we cover? We also have FAQ schema. If we scroll all the way down here to the bottom, all these questions are being answered. And they're also being answered on the page. Now in this phase 5, we're starting to add more and more information to our footer. We're going to start going to our service areas, blog, and about pages. We've started to add more FAQ. We're just slowly building more and more about us. This is our main service page. The top level keyword we're trying to target is stump grinding in Portland, right? We're going through here and we're making sure that we are bolding the keyword that we're trying to target. We're bringing up different keyword variations on the page. We're using listicles because listicles are a ranking factor. Then we're also going to bold Portland, just the area we serve. We got a little FAQ here. We've got our review card. Again, there's a whole bunch of free content on there. As we can see, this page has 3,500 words, but when we come and look at it, it doesn't look like that much. And that's because the way I structure my pages is that I don't want to take away from the customer's experience on my website. So what I like to do is I like to place the content, the SEO optimized content, in a way that doesn't hinder their experience. So what I like to do is I will put these review sections that are scrollable. Now, if you just come by here and scroll real quick, all you'll see is this, and then it doesn't take away from your experience because it's not a skyscraper page, right? This doesn't keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling so that I can fit all of the word count on the page that I need to, all of the heading tags, all the listicles, all the bolded, italicized terms on page. Instead, what I can do is I can take review data, which is already something that I want on page, so I can convert people because it's a trust signal, and I can instead have it here in a scrollable box, so that way I'm not having to go and create these skyscraper articles, right? And then also, because I'm pulling the reviews, I can also pull photos for people to see the work that I've done, right? So let's say they do want to scroll these reviews and look through what everyone wrote, they can also look at the work that's been done and get an understanding of what quality service we offer. We're going to look at the schema and see what was added here. City. So then now on our locations page, we're going to start to build this out, right? We're going to start making it a little bit more stylized. So as we can see here, we also have these zip codes listed. And this is just to help tell Google, hey, these are the areas we serve, right? Not only are we going to use the name of the city, we're going to use the Wikidata, and we're going to use the Wikipedia links so Google knows and has a better understanding. But we're also going to have the area codes on page. So then Google goes, it's like, oh, okay, this page is in this area, right? These certain area codes for this city. We also are starting to add more and more FAQ. We also have these areas served. We're going to start pushing out more. So on our locations pages, what we can see here is that we've got our city and we got the state. Then we've got down here the neighborhoods that are in this city. We've got the zip codes that are in this city. We're starting to get some listicles and we're starting to bold some terms on here so we can start to rank in this area, this city, right? We're going to have our heading tags be stump grinding jobs, stump grinder. We got another stump keyword there. We're adding some reviews so we can get the content on the page up. We've got some FAQs on page. And then also on our locations pages, what we want to do is very similar to our blogs and our service pages, is that we want them to all interlink to each other so that Google can go and easily find all of them. None of our pages are orphaned. All of our pages are going to be easy to crawl. We're going to get full crawl depth because we have these silos or these hubs. So we have our locations hub. Then on all of our locations pages, we have them interlinking. Then when Google goes to crawl one, it will find all the links to the others. When it goes and crawls, let's say it goes and crawls two. Two has linked to the other pages as well. So they're all interlinked. So it's super easy for Google to go and find and crawl all of our pages, all of our URLs, because they're all interlinked. No page is orphaned. Now, we do want these location pages to all link to our money page. So currently our money page is Stump Grinding Oregon. And then we can see that here with this anchor text, professional stump grinding, that's what we're doing. Then we also have all the nearby areas. And then as we go through all of our locations areas, we got all the different zip codes, all the different neighborhoods. Then we also, again, we're interlinking everything so that we get a full crawl depth every single time Google comes by. We're linking to our money page. Same thing again. We have all of these locations pages, and we're all interlinking, and they're all talking about that specific area with that specific service. And then it also has the zip code on there. That's our locations page. Then we're going to go to our blog, and we're going to see here we've got our blog. This is all of the relational content to our top level keyword that we're trying to target, which is Stump Grinding Portland, Oregon. And In here, we've got links to not only the other blogs, but similar to our locations, we're going to have all of our blogs interlink, and all of them are going to link to the money page individually. So as an example, this page, this blog, is going to link to 2 others, but it's also going to link to our money page right here. And so we've got all of that. Then we're starting to build out more and more the about page. On the about page, we've got more information about the owner. We are going to start listing his credentials, his memberships. Let's look in the schema. So in our schema, what we're doing is we're telling Google more and more about us. Like we said before, is that this is a person, this is Marcus Aurelius, this is his name, his job title, who he works for, and then we also got some image schema right here. We're giving Google a description of who we are, what we're about, the credentials that we have. We're also going to tell it what school we went to, where we graduated from college, what we're a member of. We're also going to tell it the organizations that we're a member of. This is telling Google, hey, we graduated from this college, we know this language, and then we know about these things. And we're also going to link to them with the Wikidata, the Wikipedia, and the Google Knowledge Graph ID right there. And so as we can see from the other phases, what we're doing is we're just slowly adding more and more content on the pages. We're starting to branch out a little bit more, get diversified in some areas, starting to extend away a little bit from the top level keyword, but we're still staying in that realm, or what would be considered like a knowledge graph around that topic. And we're using this to create the blog content to interlink to our money page to tell Google, hey, this is what we're about, this is what we service, this is what we do. We're giving Google more information about the owner, right? He knows about stump grinding, he knows about tree service, he's graduated from college, he's a member of this society, that, and then we link to that society, and when Google goes into that link, Google will then know, oh, okay, so he's a part of this arborist society, and then from that Wikipedia link, Google has all that information that it can use in relation to us.